Alright, what's going on everyone? It is Super here and I'll bring you guys another MKX video, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the changes slash buffs that NetherRealm gave to ERMAC in the latest update for the enhanced online beta. And of course, I sadly don't have the update yet. Xbox One gets the update later. I can't play with ERMAC, so I can't show you actual gameplay. This is of course just training mode from the regular game, but I'm just going to briefly talk about what they changed to ERMAC. So let me just start off by saying this: Master of Souls literally got no change. Like, there's nothing different in Master of Souls. The only thing that will help Master of Souls, and it's just like a general buff, is they actually made forward 3 completely safe on block now. Forward 3 used to be -11, so it was full combo punishable by a lot of the characters in the cast, and now he actually has a safe overhead, pretty much like attack. It does 14%. It's a solid, percent, and it's completely safe. It must be like -5, -6, because when I was watching some guys test it, they were using like 6-frame poke, and it wasn't punishing it. So the forward 4-3 being completely safe on block is actually pretty good, because now you actually have a safe 50-50 to go to, with the overhead. So that's a nice little buff right there. But now let's get into the juicy stuff here. These are actually some really good buffs that, might not seem like a lot, but trust me guys, these are significant. So let's start off with Spectral here that I'm using. The biggest change in Spectral is they made the motion for the levitate down up right trigger, and that is huge because that is such an easy motion. Just down back right trigger, easy motion to do your levitate. Before, it used to be down down up, and when you were trying to combo down down up off of back 3 or forward 4 that have like little windows in which you could cancel into a special move, the down up right trigger motion opens up like a completely new door for guys like myself who didn't have the best execution in Spectral, because the down down up motion in some situations was really hard. Like right here, you guys are seeing me try to get some corner combos with the Spectral levitate, and the down down up motion is just really weird, man. It just feels weird. It feels unnatural. So the fact that they changed that to down up right trigger is a gigantic buff for Spectral ERMAC. So you're going to be able to get, pretty much everything now without having to have like crazy execution. So that's a huge buff to Spectral ERMAC. So now let's move on to Mystic. And Mystic is a variation that a lot of people thought was one of the absolute worst in the game, and I think it got a huge buff to, it's not even close to being one of the worst variations in the game now. So as you guys saw, I was showing you guys the frame data for the choke and the EX choke. So the regular choke is still punishable from certain distances. It does have like a little, it has a strange block stun, but it's -14 now. The regular one, the regular choke that you guys are seeing is -14, down from -25. So if you're using it in range, trying to keep your opponent out, your opponent's going to have a hard time punishing it if he's not really close, because -14, with the run and stuff like that, if you're doing it in distance, it's going to be safe. And the EX version of the choke is now -1 on block. Crazy buff in my opinion, because it's a armored move that does 13%, and if you guys notice, it gives ERMAC health back and it drains meter from the opponent. The EX one does. So it's a good move. It has a gigantic hitbox, it hits mid, and it's just very good. And the fact that it's a good wake up, 13 frames is not too shabby, but the fact that you could use it to get your opponent off you, because like I said, it has a gigantic hitbox, and if you actually hit your opponent, you obviously do 13% damage on them. It gives you a little bit of health back, and it drains a little bit of their meter, and if they block it, it's only -1. So that is great. It is really good, because, and now the regular one is -14. So like I said, if you're in distance, if you're in range, like at perfect range at the the range on the choke is really good. So if you're at like max range or like almost max range, it's not going to be punished, and it has a juicy hitbox. It's going to be hard to get in on Mystic. I actually played a couple Mystics, you know, pre-patched, and it was hard to get in on them. And now that you know, the chokes are even safer on block, is it really helps out this variation. And I've never played it before, that's why I can't do cool combos, but I'm definitely gonna pick it up now. So that's gonna be it for the ERMAC buffs, guys. I think he got some juicy buffs. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.